Let's just a demo first of camera view in .NET MAUI. So here my application actually running. This is a desktop application and a Windows desktop application, and this is my Android application, which is I connected in my real device. So as you can see, once I just move my camera, you're able to see my back camera, as well as you can see over here there's a many options, like there's a front camera, back camera, flashlight, and zoom on. So everything we can implement in this session using this camera view. And let me just start capturing of this photo. Like for example, this is my back camera, and if I want to capture this photo, right? So once you capture this photo, now see, once you capture this photo, you are able to see over here whatever I captured this photo. Similar things, if I want to zoom in, so it should be on zoom in. So for example, let me zoom in. So see, if I zoom in, let me zoom in more. So once I zoom in, once I capture, now should be captured that zoom in mode as well, right? Same things, if I just change it to back, so it is just back. As of now it is a back. So if we want to front end, so I can show you it as a front end as well. Let me show you the front end as well. So once I just over here, and once I front end, now see this is my front end actually. Okay, and in this front end, what I will do, I will just capture this photo, right? Now see, once I capture this photo, now this photo is available over here, right? And similar is flash camera as well. So if I just back camera back over here, and then if I want to capture this photo as a flash, so let me click on that flash and then capture. So it should be, see, flashlight is on and it is captured in the flash, right? So same things we can do in our over here, but in a desktop has a little different approach, right? Because there is no flash and all, because inbuilt camera does not have as a flash camera and all, right? So for that, as of now, I have just integrated camera. So that's why I just this camera actually I just blur over here, so that you can't see my face, right? So what I will do, I will capture this this photo with my this doll. So let me just capture over here. So once I capture, now see, I capture from here with my doll. This is front camera, and also if I zoom in, so that also will be zoom in. Let me zoom in, and then when I capture, now see, again this capture, right? So same things I can capture whatever picture. Now see, if I'm moving my here, so it is capture, right? But I blur over here because I don't want to show my face on my camera, so that is why. Okay, so that's fine. This is about the demo. So let's start to implementation, how we can easily implement this thing easily. So let me close that everything and go to, yeah, before implementation, I'm especially recommend if you first time visit my channel, right? So please go to my channel, which is .NET Real World Example. And in the last session we also discovered how we can upload file upload in our .NET MAUI, which is this one. And you can just easily upload your file using that file picker in .NET MAUI. So please watch that one. And apart from that, if you want to learn many things about .NET MAUI, .NET Blazor hybrid app, .NET application, or as a full stack developer, if you want to learn more stuff, so everything is over here related to .NET on as a full stack developer. And yeah, so let's start to implementation. So first what I will do, I will show you from that scratch. So I will just create a new application. So let me just create a new application from that Visual Studio, and I will choose the .NET MAUI application over here and click the next, and I will choose over here, for example, the name would be like camera view, right? So camera view demo, right? So camera view demo in .NET MAUI, camera view .NET MAUI app demo, right? And just choose my location, next, and choose whatever framework you want, but I will use the stable version, which is currently .NET 8, and create. So my application got created. This is the sample application, sample template, which is provided by .NET MAUI, and we have to wait actually to load the dependencies and packages. So yeah, once it's done, now first we have to just check it. Okay, what exactly is this default template? So After that we will start the implementation. So let me run it. My application got running right over here, and this is just simple default template which have nothing, just increment function over here. That's it. Okay, same thing you can run in our mobile application, right, like iOS or Android or other platform as well. Okay, so now what you need to do first actually we have to record one package. So let me install that package. What is that package name? So look for that package that is name community toolkit mayu. So let me add this package over here, right? See, this is that package. So community toolkit mayu camera, and just check within a browser, because if it is installed, so that will be appear over here, and apart from that it should be over here. So see, we have to use this package which is name is a community toolkit mayu. So there is another name is the camera, so it is for that camera, so that's why I'm using camera. There is this toolkit, actually there's a many options, many packages over here, so I will use for this camera, so that's why I use this camera one. And just whatever that latest one, just install that. So once you apply, accept. So once you're done, now see, it is give you to a readme.txt file as well, auto generated readme.txt file, so that you have to aware like, okay, what you need to do. Okay, so what is the step actually we have to do? Once you install, then you have to just add this extension method in your program.cs file. Okay, so let me copy this and go back to your program.mayu program over here, and simply you have to add that package extension method over here, right? So that's it, right? And go back if you want to more learn about this package and all. So see, you can just go to this repository. This is the default repository of that community toolkit mayu, and this is the documentations over here. Okay, and now next thing, actually we have to use this XAML link which is provided over here, this package, so that we have to use, and we have to we can go to show our camera. Okay, so let me go back to our main mayu main pages over here, right? And in this main page, what I need to do, I need to over here just add that package or that link, that namespace link. So where this is that namespace link, sorry. So let me just quickly copy this, go back and just edit this link. Okay, and once you add, now I have that alias name of the toolkit, the namespace, and I can just create it our camera view. So let me start that create a camera view over here. It's simple, and then we will design also. So first just actually we have to do over here before that. Okay, so here just use that toolkit. Where is my toolkit? This is my toolkit, and see, once you use this toolkit, you will see this camera view, right? And in this camera view, just we have to specify one name, like for example whatever that name na. So I can just add it as a name, for example my camera, right? And in this my camera, other property we have to set like, okay, whatever the bits and all, actually we have to define. So those I can just define over here like that, or we can keep it as a default as well, that is up to you. Yeah, I will set as a this guy. Okay, let me format it as well so that we can easily see. And then after that we can just use other property as well, like horizontal and whatever the color actually we want to use over here. So those are just design part. So let me set it over here. And then there is a one actually event that I have to use it over here, that is called media capture. So let me use that media capture over here. So see, this is that media capture, and in this media capture I can create a event. So let me create a event like my camera media capture, and it once you create it over here, it will got created in your code behind file. See, this is automatically got created, right? So here we have to implement something, and before that I will just remove this part so that there is no confusion as well. Just remove everything over here, and Also remove from design as well, design perspective, like whatever that dependent, that implementation design. So I will remove this, and this label and all also I will just remove it from here. And this image, okay, this image, yeah, this image might be required. Yeah, we require this image, so let me keep it this image as of now, and go back to that code behind file here, and I will just implement over here as per our need, right? So let me start the capturing. So what I need to do over here, it's simple. Whatever my image, right? So let me go back to over here. So now this is image, right? So whatever I will capture that image, I want to show you over here as an image, right? So for that, actually I just specify that name over here. What is the image name? So let me put it the name, and that name would be something my image. So let me add my name over here, right? And save it. And also this is the default aspect and all. Okay, that's fine, that's cool. Okay, actually we missed that. Close that control. Let me close it so that we can avoid that error and all. Okay, save it. Yeah, now I have that my image, right? Now go back here, call it that my image, and then that my image, actually that source, right? Because we have to add data inside that image source. So directly what I will do in this right? So whatever that event, so this is that event. In this event we will get that image, whatever that image we will have capture. So using that image e.media, you will that get that stream data over here. So once you get that stream data of that particular image or particular capture the photo, you can just convert it to over here like image source dot from stream. There is another method actually, which will convert to image stream as image source. So let me use that from stream. So yeah, using this, and then use that as a lambda expression over here, and just convert it to pass it to this your stream, and it will convert it as a source, adding over here as a image source, right? So once you're done, now see, this is fine. Actually just we add my image, so that's why it's complaining, but it's fine, we can add it. And yeah, that's all. And one more thing, actually, for avoiding error, we have to use dispatcher, so that sometime when I use Windows, or when I use cross platform, so might be sometime it's supported, is not. So that's why what I need to do, I have to use one dispatcher conditions over here, just for that make your reliable app. So yeah, dispatcher dot use is dispatch. If it is dispatch, then I will use just this one, or dispatch, yeah, like that. And when we use that again, this using same code over here, using the dispatcher conditions, right? Otherwise we will good to go to show that image directly over here. Okay, so this is one thing. Now let me run this application and see how actually look like. Okay, and yeah, so that is my image is fine. And yeah, one more thing actually I have to do over here, that capture, like capture image. So let me add that capture one. So what I can do, go back over here, let me add a one button which will be captured over here. So let me add after image. Okay, yeah, that image should be on the top. So let me add that button. Before that, actually I have to remove from here and add it from the top, right? Don't worry about that, I will design as well and later, but first let me implement that functionality, then I will design. So yeah, I just create a button which is called is capture, right? And I just have to create a capture click event. So for example, let me create a new event over here, and make it that name as a capture image, right? So go back to your code behind file, and yeah, this is I just created, right? So let me rename it and just change it to capture image over here and rename. Once you rename, definitely it will be rename it in your design as well, right? And in this capture, how we can capture it, right? So it is the important part. So let me add that await and my camera. So where is my camera? My camera name is, I specify in this here camera view. So this is my camera. So call it this my camera dot capture async, and in this capture async we have to pass that cancellation token. So as of now I will just pass it as a none, but yeah, we have to pass something, a cancellation token. We can generate and we can pass it over here. Okay, so I have to use, okay, see I'm getting some error, right? So that is fine because I have to use that capture image, not only capture async method. So let me use that capture image. So yeah, this is that capture image method, that we have to use it over here instead of that capture async, and save it. So let me run this application first in our Android app, right? So what I will do, I will just change it to that over here. So let me choose my real device. So this is my real device which I already connected, and so actually there is a one issue that I want to show you, because there is a one permission actually required in this package. So once you run this application, now see, let me run it and show you what exactly issue and why do we need that I want to show you. Now see, I'm getting one issue. This is actually saying that permission Android camera on your Android manifest, right? So that we have to require. So what I will do, let me stop this and go back to your platform folder, and here see there's a specific permission we have to require to over here. Like for Windows we don't need to do anything, but for Mac, iOS, or I think Android and iOS we have to do that. So that already I will share that package, so you will get that idea how we can do that. So for Android I will do over here. So go to that manifest file, double click on that, so you will get that visualization over here. And also you can just go to the XML file and this here, and you can go to add that permission over here. So what permission I record actually camera. So let me run go to that camera. So see, this is that camera, I record this. And now second one, it's fine for that internet. Okay, it is internet fine. Yeah, I think that's camera, it's fine. So let me save it and now run it this. Okay, I need to give that permission, so I'll just add only this time. Now see, once I use only this functionality, I can see my back camera, because by default is taking a back. Don't worry about that, I will show you how we can set that front and back end, because I will achieve all this functionality. So as of now we have to check like, okay, it is working fine or not. So let me just capture. So once I capture, it should be capture this photo over here, right? Let me take another photo, capture. Now see, this capture is over here, right? So that means it's working fine. Let me stop this, and now moving forward to implementation of that other functionality, like that all other features, right? So go back to your XML page, and here what I need to do, I have to just add those functionality. So let me design first over here. So what other functionality over here, like capture is done, right? This capture one done. After that I have to just create few other button, but before this button I have to just use that one of the grid design, so that all that button I can put it inside that grid. Okay, so let me wrap it this design. Okay, now see, I just use this grid, and in this grid let me close that grid first, so that I can adding inside that all the button. So yeah, I just created grid which have that column and row definitions, and in this row column definition first I will use one of that back camera, right? So let me add this back camera. So this is just simple button, again I use that back camera, and also I just create a back camera event over here. So let me add for example new event handler, right? So create that new event handler and just go back to your implementation. I will just implement there. So go back to here and just use this as a back camera. Remove that back camera, and now go back over here. Now see, back camera is got changed. This is just simple back camera functionality we will achieve over there. Then also we have to record that front camera. Let me add that front camera, and also same things we can do that over here, new event handler, and go back to here. Now rename it to front camera, and now other two button we have to require, so let me create another one which is a flash, right? So flash on off, so let me create a new event for that also. Go back to here, change to name it flash on off, and go back again to design, and again just last functionality we have to achieve in this here, that is called it a zoom in, right? So let me create this new event as well and just use it as a zoom in functionality, right? So that's it. So same things actually, now same functionality we have to achieve, whatever just design we have to create it. So let me create one by one. So first what I need to do, I have to use one service for that. Okay, so if I talk about that back camera, in this back camera I need to use one of the service. So where I can get that service also provide this whatever package we have added, right? So that package they will provide a one core functionality, that is name is that eye camera provider. So let me add that eye camera provider over here, injected in this here. Let me add this guy, and also see it is coming from .community toolkit mayu.core, and use as a alias name, and just inject it to over here as a property, private property, and yeah, that's fine. And then this camera provider, actually we have to use it. So let me just make it as a private property, because it is a private property, right? So let me make it to private properties, variable naming convention, and then go down to back camera over here, and we have to implement such kind of things like, okay, await, and then use that back camera provider dot refresh availables cameras, right? So this is just refresh functionality, and just pass it to that token. So as of now I will just set is a none, but yeah, I think in real world we can use it that real token. Okay, after that, once this done, once refreshing done, camera, what I can do, whatever my camera, so this is my camera, right? So my camera dot select camera, so this is the select camera which will select it whatever that we have to set it, right? So in this, again this camera provider, we have to give it that, okay, which one I want to show you. It is a back camera build. Once I click this button, so back camera should be appeared, right? So that how we can do that. Okay, so see, there's a functionality available cameras, right? So use that available cameras dot where, okay, there's a functionality, they give that some lambda function, but yeah, it is, I can use that like that, x dot lambda function dot x dot positions, right? In this positions I will set what is this camera I want to set it over here, right? So camera dot rear, right? So I will use that camera position, camera position, right? So I can use, okay, so see this namespace I can use it on the top, so that we can use this naming conventions with namespace on the namespace over here, and using namespace using, right? Okay, that's fine. Just define, after define, now you can see available this camera positions, and then whatever camera you want to show. So I want to show as a front camera, so it should be that it should be as a front, right? So no, so this is a back camera, so back camera's name called is a rear, so use that rear, and then use first and default, and just set this guy terminate, and then let me bring back to this function so that we can easily show you. Okay, now see, this is a very easily we can achieve that. Okay, if back camera, so I can set the position as a rear, and that's it, right? Similar we can do over here, like just copy this guy, right? And for the front camera also we can use that over here and just change it to this guy to front. That's it, right? And also we can change it to await. And once it's done, now the flash on off, right? So how we can just flash on off? So again, just use this my camera, select camera, because there is a my camera has a option, select camera. So what camera you want to select, so those you can select it over here. So here again, my camera, I have to check it over here. My camera is a camera flash mode equal to camera flash mode dot off. Then we have to set that camera flash mode, like I have to use this same one, flash format on. It is on, because if it is off, so it is on, or else it is camera flash mode is off, right? Vice versa, actually we have to set it over here. So let me bring back this so that you can again see this functionality. Okay, now see, still is showing some error, right? So why this error? Because see, I'm trying to set this camera flash mode, right? But yeah, by default I by mistakenly adding this camera, selected camera, right? So it should be also, there is another property that is a camera flash mode, that I have to set it. Okay, so once you're done, now see, error is gone. So this functionality also is completed. Now the last functionality we have to achieve, that is zoom in, right? So how we can zoom in? Then again, one of the property I have this my camera, that is called, you know, zoom factor. So using the zoom factor, I can just increase that zooming functionality. So simply I can use that increment plus 0.1 float, or whatever zooming functionality you want to give it. So like 2, 3, 5, whatever things you can give it, but as of now I will starting 1 float only. Okay, so now see that all that functionality we just achieve over here. And yeah, one more thing actually we have to add it over here. For example, initial level, suppose this component, once I initialize this component, or the first time it's coming, so what would be that first camera? By default it is taking rear camera, right? Back camera. But if you want to set, okay, front and back, so that we can achieve it over here. So how we can do that? That is again using override method, and use one of the lifecycle method, that is on navigation to, so that once navigate over here this page, so I can just use again this refresh method, which I already done, right? And I think I have to copy this complete one so that I can show you over here. So on navigation, so see here, simply once you landing this page, what camera you want to show you, like, so I want to show over here always is rear, right? And then it should be front, or if you want to for front, so you can just add it over here. But for this demonstration perspective, I will set is a rear, because I don't want to show the face over here. So that is done. And one more thing actually I have to do that, because see, once I landing this page, so I just initially set up this code, but if I moving this page to another page, and then whatever that camera I just initialize and all, that completely refresh, right? Or this completely actually remove, like as like, you know, that that clean, right? It should be a clean or just clear that whatever camera we have selected and all, right? So for that we have to use another functionality, like disconnected handler. So that I have to use it, that also we have inside this camera, like, so see, for example, we have that disconnected handler as well. So what is that name? It is a handler, I guess. Yeah, the handler. So in this handler I will adding, okay, once I move this page or this component, I have to remove that all that whatever connected in this handler, so I have to disconnect it, right? So that is for the safe side, that actually definitely we have to use it. So let me use that. So what I will do, I will just use another lifecycle hook method, so that is called is override and on navigation from, right? Because once I from this page, like once I move it this page from here, so that time it will call and it is properly first actually disconnected this everything whatever that camera, and then it is moving from this page. So in here first let me add my camera, right, my camera, and in this my camera media capture, right. So let me add a media capture over here, media capture, yeah, this media captures, and it is also whatever I just captured media, right. So I just unhandle over here, so simply I can call this whatever media capture, I can use it. And one more thing I have to do, see, it is just asking some error, right, error not as a warning. So for fixing I can do just nullable, I make it this object is a nullable, and that second object also we can, I can remaining same, there's no issue. But now see, the error has gone, right. And same things I can unhandle for my handler as well. So my camera dot handler, and in this handler again just decrease from here from this handler, right. So okay, so like that handler, and then question mark, and then use disconnect handler. So whatever that connection established over here, I can simply disconnect it. This is very important, actually you have to do that, neither definitely you will get some error and also that you can avoid. So now see, whatever functionality we have achieved, we achieved that capture image, back camera, front camera, even flash mode on off, and zoom in, and this media capture, and on navigation from here this page, and on navigation too once I come this page, right. So all that functionality has been achieved. Now run this application and see one more time. Now see, I am getting one error, right. So what is that error over here? That is nice, actually. See, once I use that I using that constructor injection, right, I think dependency injection while constructor. So if you go to that main page, now see I'm getting this error, like no parameter constructor defined in this type. So let me explain why. So I am using this main class, like this page has a main partial class, and I'm just injecting this. But once I inject it, definitely I have to resolve that dependencies of this main class, right. So that we have to just resolve the dependency, go to that MAUI.program over here, and here I can use that yeah, after that builder dot services dot add scope or add singleton, whatever mechanism you want, you can just use it over here, right. And then you can simply, I will use this add scope or add transient as well. I think add transient is better from here. So I will use and just define that whatever your page, and that's it. So that whatever I inject, so that resolve the dependency in this here. So let me just continue and stop this application and run it again. Now also I have to give that permission. Let me give that permission. So now see, it is again, it is working fine, but I will show you like how. Okay, let me remove this, this is not needed. Okay, so let me capture. So yeah, capturing fine. Let me check that back camera, right, because it is already back. So let me back it again, like for example, see, let me back, so it should be back only. Once you front end, it should be front end. Now see, this is the front end. I can show you, like for example, see, this is my front end. So yeah, and also how I can just capture this. So let me add this guy like that, or like, okay, capture. Now see, once I capture front end, also it looks fine, right. Similar, I will use that flash, but from front end I don't have a flash. So what I will do, I will just back it. Once I back, now I will flash mode on flash mode, and then capture. See, flash mode also on. And if I want to zoom in, for example, let's say zoom in. So yeah, just zoom in as well. For example, let's try to zoom in, and once I capture, let's see, capture with zoom in and flash mode as well, right. That means all that functionality is working fine. Same thing actually should work in our desktop application, but desktop application does not has a back camera as of now. But yeah, let me show you that one also. So yeah, let me stop. I think then I have to run this application parallelly. So what I can do for in this case, so let me run this in a without debugging mode. Now see, I'm running this application, but once I click over here, nothing is happening. That means it's something issue. So let me figuring out what is the issue. Close this and run this application as a debugging mode so that we can get it. Okay, what is that issue exactly? So once you run in the debugging mode, now see, I'm getting an issue like it is saying access denied, right? So that means in this package also, as they mention actually the document, we don't record any camera permission and all for Windows, but yeah, as I can see, it is required actually. So that could be a bug on that package, but yeah, we can fix it. So let me close that and go to that window package as well, like for example over here, and go to this package.manifest, right? And in here the compatibility, I will add some permission over here. For example, where is that camera? Let me check that camera or image something. Okay, that one actually, webcam. So let's use that webcam, right? And just save it. And is there any other information we have to add it over here? So I think then fine, just use that webcam. So might be that could be an issue as of now, but yeah, let me run it. Yeah, now see, this time I'm getting some permission, and also let me add that permission. And once you add like this guy, right? So let me add this camera. Once we add, now see, this time I'm getting perfectly, right? So see, I'm getting this guy. And also yeah, this is that issue for not this permission, but yeah, I think if you provide this permission, definitely you will get a message. But without that, definitely you have to go to that particular privacy section which you have installed this app. You have to forcefully add that allow that camera permission. That actually work for Windows. So what I will do, see, as of now I'm blurring this one. So what I will do, just capture. So once I capture, now it is also reaching over here, and continue. Once you continue, you will see the images over there, right? Similar. Okay, let me just remove this guy then again, because I don't want to. Okay, so now see, let me just change it to this guy, or let me zoom in so that you can check it. Okay, see, now it is reflecting, right? See, so that is way actually we can do, even it is not working. But yeah, zoom in part also should be work, but front end zooming, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I think like this way actually you can just implement, right? I blurred over here, right? And that's all. And also I can show you that parallelly both, like for here and here. So let me close now, and now let me run this in a without debugging mode. So run this guy, and yeah, this is that our desktop application. Let me zoom in little bit, and also let me run for my real device. So yeah, let me run this guy also. Now see, it's perfectly working, right, for here. And as well as if you see, I just over here, and I just capture over here, it is capturing. Even I capture over here, it's capturing, right? So that's all for this session. Before close this session, actually one thing I always forget it. So yeah, this code I will just adding this code in our github link, so that you can check out, right? So that I always like forget it actually. So let me add this guy in my github repository, and that is called is cameraview.net MAUI demo, right? And just make it to this public so that you can able to access, and just create and push. So that is done. So now that's all for this session. Thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.